Hi, everybody. I am so glad that you are here with me and positioning yourself for a better tomorrow. It's all about having the freedom to do what you want and having the option to live how you want. That starts with understanding your numbers. A lot of people understand their net income. They know how much money they're making every year, and they brag about how much money they are making every year. But how much are they keeping? Your net income is how much you make, but your net worth is how much you keep. Understanding the difference between those two words can mean a life of freedom or a life of bondage, staying in a relationship you don't want, or working for a company you don't want. Which one are you going to choose? So in this video, I am going to shed some light on what net worth is and how you can calculate your net worth. Currently have a Facebook challenge called the Wealthy Women Daily Network Challenge. It's all about minding your money and living a wealthy life. If you don't know who I am Charlene Reinhardt. I'm a certified public accountant, founder of Wealthy Women Daily. Check out wealthywomendaily.com for more insights. And I am the author of Dividends Are a Queen's Best Friend. It's girl talk, female friendly, exciting, great way to learn how to earn income from your investments. While doing all my research, I realized that I need to break down net worth so that we can focus on this number and live our best life. But let's look at the research so that you can understand how important knowing your numbers is, because if you don't understand it, you can be a statistic. According to the 2019 Charles Schwab Modern Wealth Survey, people are really impacted by social media. It's so crazy. You see everyone going to Bali, having these luxurious vacations and these great clothes and cars. And guess what? You're taking your emergency fund, you're taking your entire paycheck so that you can afford those things and put it on social media. Many people are spending more than they can afford to avoid missing out on all the fun they witness on social media. They want to be a part of this in crowd that looks like they have it all. And that is impacting our net worth. We really need to rethink how we are allocating our money, because it might be hurting the future me. What are you doing to help the future you? Now, in June 2020, the UBS Global Wealth Management Report shows that most women defer long-time financial decisions such as investing, retirement, and estate planning. If you are in your 20s and 30s, are you thinking about investing, retirement, and estate planning? If you are not, you are behind, because there are other people in their 20s and 30s who are thinking about this, and they are going to live a life of freedom and have to do less work. They won't have to work as hard as somebody else who is deferring these decisions. So you want to be conscious of investing. You want to learn how it works. Don't be blinded by what's going on in society that you fail to figure out how your money works and how it can work for you, more importantly. Now, this statistic is very heartbreaking. According to the Road to Zero Wealth report that was published by Prosperity Now and the Institute for Policy Studies, the median wealth of Black Americans will fall to zero by 2053 if current trends continue. Oh, that just makes me shake. Median wealth, zero by 2053. We have to take control of our money. Our livelihood depends on it. Think about it. If you have no control over your money, you may not have any freedom, and you have to settle for doing what you have to do in order to make money. That's a life of bondage. So protect your net worth now so that you and your future generations can have the freedom to choose how they live, instead of somebody always dictating to them what they can and cannot do and punishing them for not abiding by their rules. Know your net worth. That's the bottom line. Your net worth is the sum of all the decisions that you make. What decisions are you making? Think about this. I used to didn't think about this. Every day when you go into the store, did you buy that popcorn or leave it there? Did you buy those cookies? Do you really need those cookies? Okay, I know it's good to get maybe your sweets in every once in a while, but if you go crazy because you can't get those sweets in every day, you have a problem that you have to really think about. One, it's an addiction to food that is probably going to decrease your net worth because maybe your teeth won't be as good. Maybe your body weight will increase because you're adding in these fake substances into your body. So think about how the decisions that you are making, even the smallest ones, are impacting your net worth. If you look at your bank statement, you will see what type of decisions you make and what you value most. Okay, now it's time to calculate your net worth. I know calculating your net worth may not be a fun activity for some, but it is enlightening because once you know your number, you can start right there improving the type of decisions that you make so that you can improve your number and never go back to where you were before. That's the goal. You want to continuously record what you are doing. You want to measure it so it can be managed and you can be able to constantly improve and go towards your goals instead of away from your goals. When is the last time you reviewed your total assets and total liabilities? That's a part of your net worth. Your net worth is your total assets that you have minus your total liabilities. And you're probably wondering, what are my total assets and what are my total liabilities? Well, your assets are cash, stocks, retirement plans, property, precious metals, and liabilities can include credit card balances, student loan debt, auto loan, personal loan, and mortgage. So those are a few examples of what assets are and what liabilities are. Once you subtract your liabilities from your assets, you will have a net worth number. Your net worth number may be positive or it may be negative, and that's possible if you have mortgage and student loan debt and consumer credit. That's okay. Don't get hung up on the number and start thinking that that is a reflection of your self-worth. It is not. It's just a number. What matters is that you understand your number and that you know how to go in a positive direction towards improving your number. So you're ready to calculate the number and understand where you are, which is so empowering because most people have no idea where they truly are. They just think, oh, I'm in debt or I have 500 cash in my account. That's not enough. You want to know your whole picture because you're working hard for your money. I am going to show you an Excel spreadsheet of how I created my net worth statement and what I'm going to be doing every month or every quarter to track my progress to make sure that I'm constantly improving. Welcome to Excel. This is my very simple spreadsheet that I am using to calculate my net worth. I may be doing it every month or every quarter. For the last 2 months, I've been doing it every month. It's really helped me to see the increase in my net worth over time and to manage my money better. But if you are scared of Excel, don't want anything to do with it, you don't have to use Excel. You can use pen and paper, put your assets on one side and your liabilities on another side, subtract your liabilities from your assets, and you have your total net worth. Or you can use an app such as mint.com or Personal Capital. So there are so many ways to figure out your net worth. If you're a digital person, use your digital tactics. If you paper pen, use that. Most importantly, just do it. That's all. So here's Excel, my net worth statement. You want to start with cash because cash is your most liquid asset. Liquid mean anything that can be turned into cash immediately when you need it. So cash, I'm typically referring to my cash on hand. So let's say I have 600 cash on hand, and then certificate of deposit. This is a time deposit. So you can't readily withdraw this money anytime you want without paying a penalty. You usually have to keep this deposit in an account for a certain period of time. That period of time can be 1 year. So the bank may say, you give us a minimum of $1,000, keep it in there for a year, we will give you a 2% interest rate at the end of that time period. Now, if you're looking for CDs, you can go to bankrate.com and look at the best CD rates, but your money will be locked up for a specific period of time. If that works for you and you want to get that interest rate, go for it. So let's say certificate of deposit, there's $1,000. Savings account, let's say, so our savings account and our checking account would actually be above our certificate of deposit, because you can readily get to your checking account anytime you want and your savings account, but you can't touch your certificate of deposit immediately without a penalty. So that would be, so you would have your cash, your checking account, your savings account, then your certificate of deposit actually. But this is just an example to get you started. So your savings account, let's say you have 500 in savings. Then your checking accounts, I know some people only like to keep one checking account, but there can be a risk in having all of your money at one bank, because what if something happens to the bank? What if their system shut down? You can't access your money. So if you like taking that risk, fine. If you don't, you can spread your money out among 2 or 3 different checking accounts so that you can sleep better. But checking account number 1, let's say you have 300, checking account 2, 200, checking account 1, 3, sorry, checking account 3 is 1,000. And then your money market accounts, let's say you have 2,000 in there. Your taxable brokerage accounts, this is your account where you can readily buy and sell. You don't have to be limited by any age restrictions in order to take your money out. So with most retirement accounts, you cannot touch your money until you're 59 and a half. But with the brokerage account, you can take your money out. You may have to pay taxes on that money. So be conscious of how you are using your money in your brokerage account. So let's say you have a Robinhood brokerage account. Maybe you have 500 in that account. You have another brokerage account. Maybe you have Webull and you have 300 in that one. Let's say you have a Roth IRA. For 2020, the max you can contribute to your Roth IRA is $6,000. It's always a good idea to contribute the max if you can, because that gives you more money to invest in your retirement account, which is awesome. So Roth IRA, this year plus every other years that you have contributed to your Roth IRA, look at your statement to see what's the total value of your Roth. Total value, let's say that total value is 20,000. You don't have a traditional, don't have to put that. 401k, you can look up your balances. A lot of people don't pay attention to how much they have in their 401k, but look at your 401k. Let's say you have 35,000 right now. Real estate investments, precious metals such as gold and silver. Your business checking account also can be included in your net worth statement. Your employee stock purchase plan, I love it because you get to purchase stock at a discount, which is awesome, especially if it's a highly coveted stock that's doing really well. You can buy and sell those stock and make money in it by getting a deep discount. Okay, so all your assets, put it in. My total assets is 61,400. So I just summed all the amounts in green in this column. Moving on to my liabilities, those are your amounts owed to other people. Let's say you have a Chase credit card, you owe 2,000. A Capital One credit card, you owe 5,000. And another credit card where you owe 10,000. And then you just bought a car, so you have a car loan. How much do you have left to pay for that car? Let's say 14,000 left. You also have a mortgage now. How much do you have left? Let's say 150,000. Student loans, you're almost finished. You have $20,000 more to pay, and then any tax liabilities that you have. So looking at this, we have 61,400 in assets, which is in green. And then you have your 201,000 in liabilities. So right here, you can put your total assets minus your total liabilities to calculate your net worth. Right here where it says total assets, it automatically pulls the 61,400 from cell B27. And right here where it says total liabilities, it actually pulls that number right here, which is cell D27. Yep, D27. And so you subtract your assets minus your total liabilities, that's 139,000. Negative 139,600. Now that may sound overwhelming and like you're in bad shape, but you're probably not. It all depends on what your goals are, what your financial situation is like, because you probably can decrease some of your expenses and put that money towards investments so that you can make more money to pay off some of your liabilities. There are just so many options, but it's important to know where you are so that you can take advantage of those options. So this is your homework. Look at all your assets, look at your liabilities, subtract your liabilities from your assets to see what your net worth is. Then track your net worth again the following month and see the differences in each line item. How much has your cash increased? Your goal is to increase every month. It may seem impossible, but if you watch your expenses, you can increase every month. And I'll be having more videos that shows how to decrease your expenses strategically so that you can have more money to invest. If you are not a part of the Wealthy Women Daily Facebook group, is Wealthy Women Daily Net Worth Challenge. Join us so that we can support each other in tracking our net worth. If you have any questions, go to wealthywomendaily@gmail.com. If you want to be on our newsletter to receive updates on things you can do to increase your net worth every week, I have Wealthy Women Weekly, which is a weekly newsletter with insights on tips to increase your net worth and knowledge that will help you just be a better you, have more freedom, because the more you save and invest, the more freedom and options you have. So cheers to a brighter future. Okay, have fun creating your net worth statement.